Well, hello there and welcome to my online class. So I'm going to give you today a little bit of a snapshot on how I do a class, and maybe you can take that forward for yourself and use that when you do your classes as well. They give you a little bit of guidance on how to do it, especially if you're new. The thing I think that we sometimes forget is that we are so in love with these essential oils that we forget to focus on what the people who are coming to your classes, what their needs are. And so I always look at my classes first from the perspective of not the company, not the oils, but what is it that, what do people want? Why are they coming to this class? What is in it for them? So I'm going to give you a little overview as to what I do. First of all, I do use the Empower Kit. So in that Empower Kit, on the first page is a class handout, and I cover that briefly. I focus mostly on this here. All right, and so that's the other part of it, and we'll focus on the oils that are needed in that class, specifically from what the people put down in point number 6. I'll take you through it. And then also I do have a decent chat about the monthly order option and what their possibilities are and opportunities are with dōTERRA as well. And then the last section, there's a price list. People can have a look at that. And then there's a wellness advocate, there's a wellness advocate agreement form. But this one's usually now, we only use that for people who say, oh yeah, I want to share these oils as well immediately. Otherwise, the last page here is the wholesale customer agreement form, and this is the one we're using now. There's a part missing, which is obviously which are the enrollment kits, and that just at the moment it's coming as a separate part to the Empower Kit. All right, so normally in my class, I would have told the host, given them enough information, and so they, they're ready for the class and I've prepared them for it. And so we'll start off with the host actually introducing me. And then, so what I'd like to do then is, if we've got a class with 3, 4, 5 people, I'd like to ask if they all know one another. And if they don't know one another, then I would say to them, well, how about we quickly just introduce ourselves and just share with us what it is that you'd love to get from this specific class. And we're just going to be like 2 minutes. All right, not 2 minutes per person, just quick 2 minutes. Hi, my name is such and such. I'm really interested in, for my family health, specifically maybe sleep. So we go around, quickly introduce ourselves, and then what I'll normally say to people is, straight up, before I've even introduced myself, I'll say to them, because each of them get a kit like this, the Empower Kit sheet. I would say to them, okay, take a pen, everyone, because I want to focus this on your needs. I'd like for everyone to fill out number 6 here, and that says, what are the top 3 health challenges or needs for you or your family? So if you're going to think of something for yourself, then think about your kids, your mom, your dad, your partner, pets. Just think about what that is, and I'll give you just a minute to just quickly jot down what your major needs might be. All right, and then while they do that, I just give them a minute. I say thank you, and then I get on to introducing myself, and it usually sounds something like this. So for those of you who don't know, I am a mum to 2 teenagers, and I'm a partner, I'm a wife, and I'm also a naturopath. And these oils have come into my life about 4 years ago when I started just using them for myself and also in my clinic space. I handed out a lot of samples to people, and one day, a whole lot of people just said, hey, can we have some more? And so I started educating, sharing these oils on a more regular basis with my clients. And I help them create a wholesale account for themselves, which is exactly how I get it. So I get the oils at wholesale, and my clients are loving the fact that they can get their oils and natural healthcare products from dōTERRA by themselves online at wholesale prices as well. So by the end of today anyway, you will all be able to walk out of here with your own wholesale account, and you've got access to 25% discount and also many more opportunities for free product as well. We'll talk about that later. And I would say basically my biggest experience with these essential oils for me personally have probably been on the emotional side. So I use these oils in the diffuser, the little roll-ons that we can make or buy from dōTERRA, and the emotional support that I've been getting from these oils, getting up in the morning, ready for clinic, sniffing a beautiful uplifting citrus oil, or if I feel like I'm a little bit off balance, thrown off balance, I would put a blend called Balance on to ground myself, etc., etc. So it's been on that level. Physically, my family have been using it for their immune support, for digestive health, for teenagers and monthlies, and there's just basically for focus. I've got students in my home, so it's supporting us through just about everything that we do in our lives. And of course my clients are loving these as well. And then the other part of why dōTERRA is important to me is because of the company's ethics. And I love the good that they do in the world, and that we have a part to play in that. So there are many amazing stories about dōTERRA and the Healing Hands Foundation, handing out thousands of dollars, building schools, etc., etc. There's a lot there that pulls on my heartstrings, and I feel so blessed to be a part of this company. And then of course the third reason is the purity of these essential oils. It's unmatched. So I know that I'm getting the purest essential oils that nature has to offer, and therefore they are therapeutic value, and you can actually use them for flavoring in your food as well. So if you all want to just turn to this page, that's our class outline, and I'll just quickly go through and highlight a few of those. You can take that home, and that can be some reading for you as well, but I just want you to just to create a little bit of interest for you before we look at your needs specifically. All right, so has anyone here used essential oils before? And normally someone would go, yes, I've used lavender or whatever. We'll have a quick little chat about that, and then we'll get into what essential oils are just very briefly. They are pure extracts from plants, and plants produce them to protect themselves. So very concentrated and very powerful. An example that I can use there is that 1 drop of peppermint essential oil from dōTERRA is the same therapeutic value really as 28 cups of peppermint tea. And let me tell you, that tea with a drop of peppermint in it, just hot water and peppermint, delicious. I don't actually even drink the herbal tea anymore. So it's very safe, it's effective, and it's affordable for us as well. Number 2, it is basically for us there as our support. We have to be respectful of our medical community, and if you're on any sort of medications, we're not ever going to say to you, go off these medications. No, but we're going to say to you, have something at home as a home strategy so that you can go to and throw away the Panadols and the Nurofens and all of those chemicals, even the deep heat for those of you who use Vicks Vapor Rub, stuff like that. Throw it away and get something in the dōTERRA essential oils and products that are natural and not chemical. It's not chemical, so there's no poisons in there. Okay, so this is really, it's taking a proactive role in your health and in your self-care, and also it's safe for the whole family. So And the lovely thing is these oils actually treat the problem. It doesn't mask the problem. So keep that in mind. So as I said to you before, number 3, why we use the doTERRA essential oils. It's their quality, this part over here. It's their quality. The oils are the best in the world. There's a standard that doTERRA has set that no other company has achieved yet. So the plants that the oils come from are grown in their natural habitat as well, and they undergo so many purity tests, and it's quite a rigorous process. So they are by far the most therapeutic and most effective essential oils that we have, and then on top of it, very affordable. Just want to say on top of that is that the essential oils can go inside your cells. So they, you know, if you apply them topically with a bit of fractionated coconut oil, they get into your cells, into your bloodstream and into your cells. It's very effective, and wow, they work quickly, and then they heal from the inside out. That's just so cool. Number 4 there, folks, we've sort of touched on it. How can you use the essential oils? Well, aromatically is actually the way I love it. You can breathe it in, put it in a diffuser. There's a kit that comes as an enrollment kit with doTERRA that you can actually use, or you can get a diffuser, and it's like you get the diffuser for free because of the kit and the savings that come with that kit. I'll show you that a little bit later as well. So smell it, enjoy the aromas of the oils. You can use it topically. It's very powerful topically, so we always want you to dilute it in fractionated coconut oil, and the doTERRA has a fractionated coconut oil that we purchase as well. It also means that it doesn't go hard in winter time, so you can roll it on, make up your own little rollers and things. And then applying them under the feet is a really good way to do it, because the feet have got big pores under the soles of the feet, and so it pulls into the body quite easily. You've got to be very cautious when you apply anything topically and not get fingers and oils in your eyes or any of the orifices. Really be very careful of that. And then of course with doTERRA, a number of the oils are regarded as safe for flavoring purposes, so you can actually use them in your cooking. For example, 1 drop of oregano oil in a family of 4 bolognese. All right, so it goes a long way, and therefore all of these oils are extremely affordable. All right, I want to just hover a little bit here by number 5 before we look at your specific areas of concern or issues that you want to deal with and ask questions on. So we all know that you can use, you know, any sort of medication, natural or not. But if you don't have a foundation of good health, which includes good sleep, eating right, managing your stress, living a toxin-free life, and being really proactive, you know, doing some exercise, you might be taking medication for the rest of your life. Whereas if you actually look after the foundations of good nutrition, good gut health, all of that, you are putting yourself in a way better state for lifelong health and well-being. All right. So for me, this is a really important part, is to have the right nutrition as well. So with doTERRA, what they've done is, it's not just an essential oil company. In fact, their highest selling product worldwide is a nutritional supplement trio called the Lifelong Vitality Complex. And in that, you're going to have a cell support cleanser. You're going to have something to support for vitamins and minerals. That's your nutritional support. And you're going to have essential fatty acids in there for, you know, everything that isn't. I'm not going to go into the nutritional side of it, but you've got a really beautiful synergistic blend of nutrients that are pretty essential for us in our, you know, modern day lives that we live in. And I tell you what, my clients absolutely love the Lifelong Vitality, and my whole family, we're all on it and we love it. So keep that in mind, because if you are taking supplementation or if you're not, this is one way to make sure that you get living source, incredibly beautiful, non-synthetic, healthy, natural supplements, nutrients into your body. I think we should all do it, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to smell some oils now, and I'm going to smell based on what you have put down here in point number 6. All right, so let's just pretend some people spoke about, I'll ask you, what has anyone put down anything on sleep or stress or digestion? I'll guide them a little bit. Digestion, immune system, all of that sort of stuff, and then I'll pick my essential oils based on that. Gosh, I tell you, sometimes we don't go further than 4 essential oils. Okay, so let's say we're going to talk quickly about the digestive system. So then I'll pull out the digestion and I'll say, hey, beautiful people, we have in dōTERRA a blend called Digest Zen. So this is also called the tummy tamer, or the internal, blend on there. So with this one, if basically anything that you need support with in your digestive system, which starts at the mouth and ends on the other end, yes, I say that, if there's support required, you might want to consider using Digest Zen. In our family, we've got Digest Zen. We pull it out when there's any digestive discomfort whatsoever on any level, and we can rub it on topically with diluted in fractionated coconut oil, or I have chosen myself, now this is up to you whether you want to do this, but I've chosen to take just 1 drop in a little bit of water, almond milk, disperses better in a milky fatty substance. In water it will float on top, so you've got to be aware of that. And you can just have it at a meal time, have a little sip of that if you know that you suffer digestive issues. I do that with naan bread and curry. I just know I'm going to get bloating, so I always come ready with digestion. Okay, so those of you who mentioned that you might be, I just want to say, you can use lemon, you can use peppermint, you can use a variety of oils. So there are other oils as well that can help with that digestive, ginger. So all the single oils that are in the blends will help with, what that blend is for. So who's got pain? All right, so usually someone will put up their hand, they've got pain. Now we've got this blend called Ice Blue, and this is a blend that really works beautifully with muscles and joints. So, pardon me, a good way to go with that, I always actually like using frankincense with that as well. But if you've got, let's say you've got something going on with an elbow, we'll just pop a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, warm it up, take a drop of, I like to just use frankincense first and put a drop on, but you can just take this Ice Blue, a drop of that, and rub it on that elbow, and then you go wash your hands, okay, because you don't want that in your eyes. So really fantastic for a deep, like a massage as well, if you want to massage yourself. Look, I don't know, my body aches sometimes, especially in the neck area. Maybe it's just posture or sleeping on a different pillow every time I travel, and then I end up with a stiff neck, and this is my go-to. All right, it also comes in a tube. Let me see if I've got, I don't have it here, but normally I'd show them the tube, and I'll go, yep, here you go, this is just a sample of it. In America it's called Deep Blue, and I'll rub that on as well if I can. All right, and at this point, I tell you what, if anyone says they've got pain, just ask them to pop some of it on themselves and get a pain scale. And if someone says to you, oh, I've got pain in my lower back, 6 out of 10, have them pop that on, and in a few minutes you'll ask them again, so how's that pain scale, and they're going to tell you. That's like 1, 2 out of 10. It's pretty amazing. All right, and then let's just do one more. Who can't sleep or stress? Who's having issues with sleep, or stress will mess up your gut and your immunity and your sleep. So we can maybe just look at sleep and stress all at the same time. So your citrus oils are really, really good to bring some, just sort of a mood lifting as well, especially in stressful situations. Lavender, and anything with lavender in it, is absolutely beautiful for stress and sleep, and a few other things. It's lovely for the skin because of its chemical compounds as well. So it's really good for the nervous system. So it sort of helps to promote a calmer emotional system and nervous system as well. I'll tell you what, there's another oil that I normally say to people for sleep, and that's called lavender peace, and maybe just a drop, as it's a blend, maybe just a drop of that under the feet again, or in a diffuser at night to help with sleep. And then the other one, just because we're talking about stress as well, is balance. It's a blend, again, a beautiful blend. There are other blends, there are emotional blends, there's a peaceful blend, there's just name it, motivate. I won't get into all of that now, but there's actually a specific emotional aromatherapy kit and oils and blends that you can buy specifically to help with stress and emotional health as well. So I'm going to leave the oils at that now. I think, if you have any specific questions, we can have a look at that a little bit later. So we've passed that around, and people have had a smell, they've had a sniff. All right, now what are we going to do? So then I'll say to them, okay, so we are going to have a little bit of a look at how you can get your essential oils as well. As you know, I've already told you can get them at wholesale prices. So the way that this works is it's a membership organization. So if you want to be a wholesale customer, and get your oils at 25% discount, all you have to do is, it's a $35 membership fee, and you'll pay that for your first year of membership, okay? And that will give you 25% discount as a wholesale customer. And what you get for that is you get your own little online web shop with password and everything, and you can go in and shop from that. That's really quite amazing for you. So all of that, so you can pay your $35 and you can pick a few of the oils that you like, but I must tell you that the savings that you're going to get when you actually pick one of these already made up kits is going to be pretty amazing. Just this big kit over here it's called the oil sharing kit. Oh man, you saving over $500 just on that one. One of the you can have a look through them quickly, but I'll tell you which one is the really popular ones. Is this one here, which is Nature's Solutions, where you get the ice rub and you get some cleaning products. You get a whole lot of oils in that one, and they're the 15 ml bottles. You get a Correctex, which is a little ointment. The toothpaste, the hand wash. Have a little read through there. It's a really, that's top value for you. And then one that people really love to start with as well, because of the 15 ml bottles, is this one over here, which is the Home Essentials kit. And the savings on the Home Essentials kit, I think, is around about $120. I haven't worked it out lately, but I think it's about $120. And then this one's got 5 ml of the Home Essentials kit in it, but they're only 5 ml bottles. It's not going to last you as long. So this one is a better value for your money than that one. Okay, so just have a look at that. But I think it's important for you to know that when you buy a kit, you have savings, plus you don't pay the $35 membership extra. It's all included in here already. Okay, so that's just on the kits. So your choice, either a kit and savings, or you pay $35 and you make your choices as to what you want. Now, the next thing that I quickly want to talk to you about is a monthly order. So if you think about wanting to do an incredible, beautiful, gradual change in your lifestyle towards lifelong wellness, then ordering something every month, a little something on a monthly order, you change it as whatever you need, you can put that in. But what that allows you to do then with a monthly order is you actually get points for your shipping. So if it costs you $7.95 for shipping, you're going to get 8 points back. And then you can use those as points to redeem for product again. And the other thing is with a monthly order is that if you order over a certain amount, you will start qualifying for 10% in the beginning of that spend. You're going to get back in points as well. So if you spend 100 points, if you spend 100, you're going to get 10 points back. All right, and if you actually do it on this monthly order like that, you're going to get your 8 points back for your shipping as well. So I'm just using an example. So that's maybe 8 points and 10 points, 18 points you're going to get back. Now, you can get yourself a fair bit of stuff for 18 points. And we can have a look at that quickly on this sheet here, where it shows you a PV value. Let's just have a look and find something. First one, cedar wood, is 14.5 points sort of worth. Now the exchange is just, it's on a different form and it's normally quite similar, but you should be able to get yourself something beautiful for, when you get your points and you want to redeem them. That's free product. I don't know about you, I love free product and I don't like paying for shipping and handling. So this way, through a monthly order, that's 12 small orders a year, small or big, whichever way you want to go. You are going to get a lot of free products back. The other thing I want to say is, if you want to do the Lifelong Vitality Complex and have a go at that, I'm such a firm believer in good nutrition. So that is the cheapest way to get that by far, is to order that on a monthly order. All right, that's the cheapest way by far to do that. And I'd love for people to have a go at that, and then you go, oh, I didn't know, I didn't feel that great. And you start taking this Lifelong Vitality Complex and suddenly you go, I feel great. All right, folks, so we've smelled some oils. We've told you how you can get your oils, embark on a healthy lifestyle. Now I'm going to just get you to, I just meant to say, the longer you participate in the monthly order, the more percentage you get back. So it sort of maxes out at 30% after your first year that you get back with a free product. So it's pretty amazing. All right, so just before we get on to filling out our form, I'm gonna just say that in doTERRA, about 80%, 85% of people actually just love the essential oils for themselves, and they are customers. All right, and then there's a small percentage of people who have decided that this is a wonderful opportunity to share something we believe in, natural health we share with our family, our friends, and people like you. And a lot of people can want to do that because they can actually earn their essential oils back. So if you actually share with someone, the company says thank you to you and can pay you a little commission on that. So very quickly people pay for their own essential oils and their monthly order. And then of course there's this opportunity to take this and own your own home business with this as well. And I am so interested in sharing and teaching you how to do that. It's easy, it works, people want the oils, it's quite the movement, and yeah, it's very exciting to be able to do that. So if you are interested in earning your oils back to pay for your own oils, sharing or building, when I come around in a minute, I'll have a chat with you about that and we'll get your details. All right, the last thing before we come around is anyone who actually would like to have a class, I'm going to ask you to book me in for next month. Let's get a date settled. As I come around to you, we'll find a date. And I'm actually going to give you a little pack. And in that pack, I'm going to give you a few recipes, a letter that explains how we host the class. It's so easy. It's so easy. Just read through that. It's just a little bit of information for you. I'm going to give you some invitations that you can hand to people. I'm going to give you just a tiny little book that's got some of the uses in. And by the way, this comes as an app as well. So there's some modern essentials, lots of uses for the essential oils. And I'm going to give you some samples, I don't know if you can see that, little samples that you can use to make some yummies, or put a little bit of lemon oil in water at your class, etc. I'm also going to give you a toothpaste sample and a few other things. And this will basically prepare you for the class. And then, of course, we can chat and I can have a nice conversation with you on that. And I will come teach that class for you. So how does that sound? All right. So right now, just wrapping up the class. If there's any questions, I'm going to do that as I come through individually. Start filling out this form here, the wholesale customer agreement form, unless you actually want to start sharing the essential oils straight away. Then you're going to fill out the wellness advocate form on the previous page. For those of you who are uncertain and can't make a commitment now, that's okay with me, but I still ask you to write your information down with the contact details so that I can follow up with you. If this is, I'm assuming you came to this class because you're interested in natural health, and therefore I feel like I want to just follow up with you and see where you're at. So just your details down there, everybody, if you can do that for me, and fill out what kit you want. If you want to pay the $35 or if you want a kit, fill that all out. If you want any other items that we can put on a monthly order for you, think about it and put it out there. Washing liquid, toothpaste, whatever it is, fill it out there. And I'll come around. Okay, thank you very much everyone for your wonderful attention. It's just over a half an hour now that you've listened to my voice. So we'll come around. There's some food for you to, Nibblies, the host is bringing over the Nibblies. Have a little bit of a taste of the essential oil Nibblies, and I'll come around and talk to you. And that, folks, is basically the way that I do a class. There's sometimes things, we do it differently, just a little bit differently, but that's the crux of it, really. We've covered off on everything. I haven't sniffed all the essential oils, all right? But that's now when I go back to people, I'll tell them that Home Essentials kit or the Natural Solutions kit. I'll tell them more about that individually. If I have a big class, this one works because you keep it nice and simple. And if the class is small, maybe 2 or 3 people, we go into a little bit more chat time with them as well, and they can share their issues. We always refer back to the Home Essentials, the app, or I normally have the ring binder book with me in a class as well, and we refer to that when I sit with people individually. All right, hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you got something from that as well. Okay, me out. Bye.